Good morning. It's Leanne Mazaray on YouTube. Thanks for joining me. I'm here in Florida. Another beautiful morning. You know, having lived in California for so many years, it's different to be in Florida. I mean, it's the other coast, and it's a very different climate. Here, everything is very green, very humid, tropical. And I'm mid-Florida, so I still have pine trees, you can probably see. It's different kind of pine trees than you have in California. But you still see them here. You know, as you get real tropical and you don't often see too many pine trees anymore. It's too high for them. But yeah, it's a real change. You know, California is a beautiful place to live. I have lived there most of my adult life, and love it there. I've lived everywhere from San Diego and La Jolla, you know, right on the beach, and Del Mar in the North County, all the way up to San Francisco, where I worked as an IT consultant for many years, and lived on my boat, which was sort of cool because it really wasn't there very much. I would travel, you know, all week long. I was what you call a road warrior. And so I would fly out of San Francisco Airport or Oakland Airport, and then I would go to my client's site all over the country all week long, and then Friday afternoon or Friday night I would fly back. And by the time I got my luggage and caught the shuttle bus back to Pier 39, I would just get on my boat and I would go sailing all weekend long. It was really cool. It was a very unusual life. Not too many people would be able to do that. Though I think now with the tiny house craze, more and more people would be able to sustain life in a small boat. But I was more or less living out of a suitcase anyway, so life on a boat was not very different. I just didn't have any room service. However, if I wanted to go eat, I could cook right there in my boat. You know, I had a reefer and a gimbaled stove, so you could even cook when you were at sea. And, you know, I had a salon with a table and chairs and then a B berth up in the front and 2 quarter berths in the back. If I wanted to have guests or crew. I had a cat on the boat with me for a while. Friends would feed the cat when I was gone. It was a very cool life. And then later on, I decided to sell the boat. I changed jobs and moved up north to Lake Tahoe. And that was also really cool. Great place to live in California. If you've never been there, I highly recommend that you visit Lake Tahoe. If I got my facts straight, it's the deepest alpine lake in North America. So it's really cool. It's basically like the equivalent of a gigantic valley that's been filled in with water at about, I don't know, 6,000 feet high. And it's just pristine. The water is clear, it's ice cold, and surrounded by mountains. And there's ski areas all over. I lived in North Lake Tahoe, but South Lake Tahoe seems to be more popular with tourists for some reason. But North Lake Tahoe has a lot more ski areas, and it's much more of a locals kind of place, and the Interstate 80 goes right through there. And that was a wonderful experience. I owned the Tahoe Truckee Hostel in addition to my full-time job in IT consulting. Yeah, and that hostel was really cool. It was really fun. It was in my house right on the river. I had another house out in the acreage, you know, out up north of Truckee a little bit. 5 acres with 2 cabins on it. That was my getaway. And then I had this house on the river that was the Tahoe Truckee Hostel. So I'd have international visitors coming from all over to stay with me, and I loved that because I've always tried to have something in my life that I love to do, some kind of labor of love, some kind of a, oops, I'm going the wrong way, some kind of a passion, you know. And I've always more or less decided that I wanted to do what I wanted to do early on in life. And I follow my heart and follow my interests, and I have very few regrets. So I think that that's just a short lesson for today. It's just about living where you want to live, doing what you want to do, having the courage to take a chance and try something, not give up. You know, cultivate your skills. Do what you're good at. Don't swim upstream as a way of life. I don't know how that can be joyful, because it's always a struggle. And life's too short to be a struggle all the time. Have some fun. Do what you want to do. Do what you love. Do what you're good at. And be happy. That's my theme for today. Just be happy. All right. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you more next time. Bye.